It was a very humorous statement, in my opinion.
It's been one hell of a lifetime.
Yeah, but I mean that's a variable. We wouldn't know how long a lifetime is. My 24-year statement, it specifies my lifetime.
Lifetime being all of the life that I experienced. It has been.
Oh, so basically like the length of a Lifetime movie for you then.
One hell of a
You messed up. What's up, guys? Internet Scholars Podcast number 12. What? Notice how I didn't say the 2.0 shit.
Yeah.
We took that off last week.
Yeah.
Because it was annoying to have at that point.
We just felt like it was insisting upon itself.
Yeah. Even though, the first time I brought it up back like episode 5, I said, hey, should we get rid of that? And you're like, nah, man, that's what our thing.
I think like episode 5.
It only took 5 episodes later and it was like, yeah, why the fuck do we still have that? It's like, good question. Wasn't my call. But in typical Internet Scholars fashion, we always start the podcast with a segment which I feel will be short since it's only been 4 days since we recorded. What's been up,
Had breakfast this morning. No.
What'd you have?
I had pancakes and some sausage patties, actually.
Why didn't you make waffles?
I don't have a waffle maker.
Ooh, but waffles are so much better.
Nah.
They're like pancakes, but nice and fluffy.
Listen, I enjoy either variant of carbic disc-based breakfast food.
And you can make square waffles. They have different, that's the thing, it's a lot easier to make different well, I mean, I guess you need a whole another waffle maker, but you just need to pour it. You don't need, masterpiece it.
That's what we'll do.
Pancake.
That's what we will do to fund this podcast. We will create the first shape interchangeable waffle maker.
I bet that's already a thing.
I will do research.
I can almost guarantee that there is at least one waffle maker out there where you can change out the design.
It's possible.
At least.
It's possible. I think we're on to something here. Copyright.
We can't copyright if it's a thing, Rob.
Well, we can neither confirm or
I'm
deny
confirming
that.
it. I haven't even looked it up. I'm confirming there's another... In fact, you can sue me for false advertising if there is, in fact, no waffle maker with such...
Interchangeable...
Why are you looking it up? You still didn't tell me what's been up yet.
Other than that, I picked up Hyrule Warriors, which I dove into last night.
Now, if people don't know what Hyrule Warriors is, tell them.
It's the re-release of the Wii U game. It's on the Switch now, which is great. It comes with all the DLC from the Wii U version, plus some extra stuff. I guess they're going to release more content for it, because I think it comes with a season pass. But
you went 10 seconds and you still haven't said the thing that it is. There's one big thing you need to say for people that wouldn't know.
A video game?
No, we were looking for Dynasty Warriors with Zelda.
Yeah.
The correct term was Dynasty Warriors with Zelda.
Dynasty Warriors with Zelda. It's enjoyable. They keep it true to the nature of the Legend of Zelda games.
Which means the timeline makes 0 sense?
Well, yeah, that.
Okay.
And,
that's in line with all the other ones, so I appreciate it.
There are some boss fight I cannot words today. Boss fight dynamics that they bring up. They bring back some of the items from the original games.
And it has just as many dungeons as Breath of the Wild.
No, more dungeons than Breath of the Wild. It's got more dungeons. At least
there's
2.
Dungeons in it?
At least 2 so far.
I know there's 8 dungeons in it. I assume that there were none based on the fact that it's a Mushu is what they call this style of game.
I don't know, to be honest.
It's something with an M. I think it's
I think I've heard that term before, so I will...
Basically, any style of game that this company makes that I can't think of the name of the company now.
Koei Tecmo?
Yeah, Koei Tecmo.
Koei Tecmo.
Besides, they made the anime that people were all up on that dick a couple years ago. Attack on Titan. I mean, the Attack on Titan game, which is different.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's different. I don't know that it's good.
I didn't say if it was good or not. I mean, I've never played it, but it's definitely a different style game. You're taking down these colossi instead of just smashing enemies.
Yeah. But really, though, you're just smashing the colossi in the same fashion that you're smashing much smaller. I mean,
it uses the mechanics from the show,
The game makes it look way easier to kill these things, though.
It's a video game. Of course it's easier.
But I've been having a good time with that. Other than that, I've been watching the playoff hockey, which we'll talk about later.
Right now. We're going to talk about it right now. Get it out of the way. It's going to be a short episode.
Just want to give to anybody who doubted the Tampa Bay Lightning coming back.
Yeah, go Vegas, alright?
A very sincere forget about it, because there's no way we're not going to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Has there ever been a sincere forget about it by someone who wasn't Italian in some form?
I mean, listen, I was gonna obscenely gesture at
We're
the camera.
walking here.
We're walking here. I was gonna obscenely gesture at the camera, but I didn't want you to have to censor that.
I wouldn't have.
Yeah, I know you wouldn't have. So, fuck all the haters. Tampa Bay Lightning.
Now I gotta censor that.
Why?
I mean, I don't like flipping the bird. All right.
I said
You
I
can
was
speak the bird, but I mean,
the bird is the word. Oh, well, a bird, bird, bird. But bird's a word. Well, a bird, bird, bird. No, and we've been doing well. Pretty dominating performances.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem is if there's a Game 7, we're going to have to play that at home. And we played much better in Washington than we have at home.
We played well last night. They got that empty net goal on us, but they pulled their goalie with like 4 minutes left, and
They've done that the last 2 games.
It took 2.5 minutes for them to score on us with the man advantage. So, I'm not really too worried about it, unless in Game 6 they pull their goalie with 10 minutes left. I don't see that being an issue, because if they do that, I am certain that we will be able to capitalize on it.
I see what you did there.
Capitalize on the Capitals.
Yeah, that was I saw what you did there, but then you kind of ruined it by just making it super obvious.
Oh, I didn't know if you were talking about that or if you were going to make a joke about me saying doo-doo.
No, we have a mature audience.
Do we?
We do.
Sorry for them.
All them Tokyo people listen to this podcast.
Yeah, we're big in Japan.
Number one, well, I wouldn't say big. I mean, it's still like 3 people. And I'm not sure if you know this. I'm not sure if you know. There's a lot of people in Japan.
We are bigger in Japan than our other markets, of which there are like 2.
You see like a lot of people from Chile.
We were big in Sweden
like
when we did it initially.
Like those Ben and Ed videos were good in Chile.
Yeah, Sweden too. Like, alarmingly well in Sweden. And I think Egypt, which was another weird one, like, I don't know how we...
Well, I mean, they have to get their freedom somehow.
Caught fire in such a... that's just a weird... I'm not saying it's
democracy
a weird...
now, Rob. It's
no,
okay.
no, I'm not saying it's like a weird place. I'm just saying that...
He's saying basically don't go to Egypt.
No, I'm not saying don't go to Egypt. I'm saying that, like...
Now, you know what sucks? Side story, right? So Saudi Arabia, right? You've heard of the place, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got...
I have no idea where this is going, and it's scary. I just want you to know that.
They got some fucked up laws. I'll just say it. You know.
Yeah. No. I mean,
they don't.
I will not fight with you at all on that.
They especially the way like they treat women and shit. Not good.
Yeah.
You know, it's just
deplorable.
But Dubai, you've heard of Dubai, right?
Yeah.
In Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
Other thing about Dubai, they have some fucking awesome theme parks. It's like I want to go to the awesome theme parks, but like. That's in Saudi Arabia, man. Like that's not cool.
Did you hear about that? Just within like the last week, there was a lady from Tampa or St. Pete who went over to Saudi Arabia for like a yoga retreat, and then they had to pull her body out of a tree that she had been scalped in.
Yeah, sounds about accurate in Saudi Arabia. Why would you think that'd be a good idea?
I don't know. White people, I guess. I mean, that's literally...
like, they're opening up... they're opening up a fucking Warner Brothers theme park in there. It's going to have a Flintstones land. A Flintstones land, Rob. It's a DC theme park themed area.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah. And it's going to be the world's largest indoor theme park.
Do they...
Which, they already have the world's largest indoor theme park.
And this isn't like... Do they have Warner Brothers stuff over there? I mean, I'm not being... I don't know, like, how much of a censorship issue there is.
I don't feel like there's like a big censorship issue because Saudi Arabia, like especially Dubai, is like Dubai is basically like their Orlando.
More liberated.
I mean, I just mean like they have lots of tourists and shit that come in.
Oh.
Like Dubai, like they have like tons of theme parks. They're sick.
I got you.
Like 3 or 4. They're making this indoor Warner Bros. theme park. It's like, that seems awesome.
That'll be cool.
It's like, I love theme parks. My sister loves theme parks, so it's like, I'm not gonna take you.
No, you are not going.
It's like, and
it's got nothing to do with anything but your dearest safety.
But man, I want to go, but that's also like, Saudi Arabia, man. Just stop. Stop.
Can you take a chill pill for like 1 week? Let me get a 1 week vacation in it. No.
Another side story on this side story about theme parks. So
we're 2 side stories deep, people.
It's what us Libras do.
Yeah, no.
We go stories on stories on stories.
I feel you.
So a small world, right?
Yeah.
It's a small world.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a great ride, I'll say it, but it's a staple of Disney. It needs to be
definitely,
there, right?
Definitely.
Except they're getting rid of it, and they're gonna put a Tangled ride there.
What?
There's gonna be a I think I don't know if they're like completely getting rid of it, but I think they're like rebranding it Tangled. It's kind of like how they didn't get rid of like that one ride that used to be at Epcot in the Norway land, but like they kind of like adapted it into Frozen, so it's a completely new ride.
I feel like
and like over in Disneyland California, they got rid of Matterhorn and they made it Frozen. So I mean, like, yeah. So It's a Small World is either being completely destroyed, they're putting a new Tangled ride there, or it's being adapted.
But it's a Small World. If they're gonna replace it as a Small World, it ought to be replaced with something with a similar message, something of unity. I think.
I mean, the message of Tangled was, what was the Frying Pan song?
I never watched.
I got a dream. Everyone had a dream, even all these punks at a bar and shit.
I mean, if they
had a dream and it was yay fun.
If they break it down like that, I guess
Tangled was good though. You should see it. It's a good movie.
It just got to the point where like Disney was releasing so many animated films so rapidly that I don't know, maybe I don't know.
Like one a year, maybe one every 2 years.
I don't know.
I mean, from like Princess and the Frog on, they've all been pretty good.
I watched Princess and the Frog.
If you like Princess and the Frog, why didn't you see Tangled? Was Tangled before Princess? No, it was after Princess.
It was after,
but it was good. I guess it was because it was more CGI-y.
Yeah.
It's because they've kind of adapted that Pixar
style. I didn't see Brave.
I've never seen Brave either, but that was a Pixar movie, not a Disney animated film. Brave is Pixar, yeah.
Why does she get filed under Disney Princess then?
I mean, Pixar is Disney. I mean, it was made like instead of being made by Disney animation proper, it was made by
Pixar.
Pixar. It's the one Pixar, two, because I have not seen Good Dinosaur either, because I have no interest in that. But I have not seen Brave or Good Dinosaur.
I was like,
I know what happens in Brave. Like I know basically the whole plot. Yeah. I have no clue what happens in Good Dinosaur.
See, I think
he finds a kid.
I have no idea what happens in Brave, and I do, but I don't, because I see
they turn like into bears and shit.
I was gonna say I see all the memes online about her mother being a bear. I don't know whether that's a statement about like.
No, she gets turned into a bear.
Oh, okay.
By a magic witch.
Then I guess I do know what happens in Brave.
In the Pixar, you've heard of the Pixar theory before, right?
All
side story on side story on side story now. We're like 5 side stories.
Yeah, how all the movies are connected.
So,
I'm a firm believer.
The thing with Brave is that the witch that turns the mom into a bear is believed to be Boo.
Boo.
From Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc.
Like grown up old.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Like she tries to find doors to get back into the monsters world, and then that winds up bringing her into the ancient times, and that's why if you her home apparently has a bunch of just random doors hanging around.
Oh, okay, because that was my question. Was how
the theory is that she's both the witch in Brave, and also kind of the reason why inanimate objects start to become alive. Her magic is kind of what causes that.
I got you. Because I know
it's complete bullshit. It's a fun little theory that connects everything, but it's not canon.
Because that was my question, was how.
I mean, really, she's the thing that connects the whole Pixar theory together. Without her, there's no Pixar theory.
Boo gets to Brave. Is it after? Is Wally part of that?
Yeah.
God, that's.
Yeah, Wally in the theory would be. I guess humans left. Monsters Inc. is after everything. So Cars was before that. I think it's in between one of them in Cars or some shit.
I gotcha.
It's all crazy, weird, messed up stuff. Yep.
So
if we go back a side story from that, we were at the Tangled thing. We covered everything. I go back Saudi Arabia. Go back. What was something Egypt? Egypt. We were talking about being big in Egypt. What were we talking about being big in Egypt for? I don't remember. Do you have anything else in What's Been Up, yo?
The Ben and Ed videos. No, that's pretty much it.
Lightning. We talked about lightning. That's where we were.
Yep.
Somehow we got from lightning to brave in 5 minutes. Clip this segment out and then figure out how we got there. Yeah, hopefully we win in Game 6. Because if we get to a Game 7, I'm going to feel the real pressure to go. I have the money sitting in my bank account. It's really hard. It's
dude.
Because, like, remember when you told me, it's like $300? I looked and I was like, hey, you get it for like 200 or under. I really always got a ticket there, but I was like, no, I'm not going to get a ticket. Was like Game 7. I was like,
was that what series was that?
That was this last series, and that was Game 1 and 2 at the time.
I would bet that the price has gone up significantly since we're into the Eastern Conference Finals. Also, I found a waffle iron that makes waffles shaped like the state of Texas.
They have ones that are shaped like Darth Vader.
Really?
I've seen that before.
Oh, look,
it's like a Darth Vader mask.
Look, it's like cat waffles. Like waffles in the shape of cat heads. That's adorable.
Now, is there one that makes it in the shape of not rocks, but rock lobsters?
Oh, look, there's one for the I know there's a
the club
waffle Pop-Tarts. They're like waffles on a stick.
I think you add the stick.
What the fuck?
It's not there. I think literally what that is that someone just put a stick in the waffle maker to make the waffle. And it's a lot easier to eat.
It's got holes in it. Keyboard shaped waffle.
Okay, let's get back to the podcast, Rob.
That'd be awesome.
To get back to the podcast or the keyboard shaped waffles?
Keyboard shaped waffles.
Yes, I hope we win in Game 6, though.
Yeah, at the end of last night's game, my poor heart was racing, and I was it was rough.
As my good friend Rob says, we're just going to lose to Las Vegas anyways.
No, I think it'll be a good series.
Not you, Rob, other Rob.
Yeah, no, I know.
Because there's more than one Rob, I know. I know two. Actually, I know more than two.
He's probably slightly biased, though.
Is he?
I'm pretty sure Kurt Busch grew up in
oh, no, he's
Las
just
Vegas.
pissed because they beat his Sharks.
Oh,
yeah.
Boo-hoo.
It's kind of like the one year when the Sharks lost to... who did we lose to in the playoffs a couple years ago?
Pens.
Yeah, and the Sharks lost to the Pens. He was like, man, we could have kicked Lightning's ass. We beat him in the regular season. I was like, I'm sorry, are we talking about the regular season or the playoffs?
Yeah, that doesn't
We're
matter.
talking playoffs.
That doesn't matter anything. Clearly, example being Boston stomping on us for all but the last game of this regular season, and then we save Game 1. Pretty much just shoved our skates down their throats.
Yeah, but you saw Game 1, right?
Game 1 was rough.
That was embarrassing.
That
was our worst loss.
We had a lot of
worse
time
than either
off,
of the
though.
loss to the Caps.
Was it?
I feel like just watching the game, like we were just defeated the whole game.
I don't know. I try not to think about the bad times.
Like the loss to the we lost 6-2 the one game, but I mean we were competitive in at least the first period. We're like in the Bruins game, that first game, we came out just sucking.
Mm-hmm.
It was like hockey how? Why the lacrosse stick no net? So, any question you want to ask me, Rob? Any question that could happen here?
Yeah, Mike. What has been up, yo?
Well, you see,
I was gonna do a bit and then I backed out.
You're gonna do a bit. Bit. Not much. Not much. I was going to edit the Let's Play that came out on Friday. The Human Fall Flat Part 3.
That one was not bad. I don't.
Human Fall Flat. That's because we experienced Part 4. You see, recording Part 3, I was like, man, this is bad. We're gonna have to edit it. But then I experienced Part 4, so that's why Part 3, if you've seen it, has come out and it's since been titled. I should have edited this. Because I didn't.
But Part 4 is definitely going to need editing.
Part 4 is going to come out like a month from now. So that's a project. I need to make that watchable.
You're going to see both mine and Mike's existential dread come out in the form of a video game. It was not a good time.
It's not fun at all.
It was not a good time.
There was that one part where we were doing parkour, but not well. And that lasted a long time.
Yeah, I feel like if it hadn't been for that one part that we struggled with, it would have been okay.
Well, the problem was like the rest of it, like it was just kind of like long, like the part with the boat where
that was annoying.
Where I made it to the end, and then the game was like, "No, you need your friend," so it dumped me back into the water.
Yeah, I don't think that's what happened. I think what happened was you just got...
the edit will say otherwise, bro. The edit will say otherwise.
The part where you flung yourself off
the side.
In fact,
a plan for that edit could be I get to that end, and then it just jumps to us being on that boat. And none of that other segment of us having to redo the boat shit.
I'm completely okay with that, because that was like 16
we'll
minutes of bullshit. The crane bit was fun. Everything basically except... it was a good episode, except for the parkour. Not
then
hardcore
I just
parkour.
like sat around for like 20 minutes because I fell off the raft at that point, and you just kept doing your thing, and I was just like, "Do you think, Rob?" Because I was dead inside. Apart from normally being dead inside, like extra dead inside because of the game.
Oh, the final bit when you just kind of sat back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. After we got past the parkour.
Yeah.
I was trying for the parkour. I was trying to focus because that's how long and it was going on, and I was like, I'm done with this.
I was just mad that it was...
Like, I don't know when I'm going to start that edit, because it's going to kill me inside to watch it again. Because you know what the big problem is, Rob?
What?
I have to sync it all up before I can edit it. So I need to sync that shit all up.
I'll tell you what, if you sync
So I need to watch the whole thing, sync it up, export it, and then watch it again and start the edit from the new file.
Listen, if you want to sync it up, I will edit it if you'd like.
We'll see. It depends on how dead I am inside after it's synced up.
Okay, because I'm with you.
Because I have to watch that raw footage the whole time, a whole like hour, 10 minutes.
Hey,
it hurts, man.
It'll be okay. Just wait until we get into other games.
Besides that, I was going to play some. I beat Far Cry 5. Yes, I didn't do that since the last podcast. I beat it. It was okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
The ending I both liked and didn't like. Because, like, I think it was a really cool ending to the story. And I think it would have been a great movie ending. Like it had things that I was like, that's a very cool way to do this. But it also basically made everything I did in the game like kind of pointless. It was like that was a waste of my time.
Oh, really?
Especially, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, it was just the way it played out. I was like, oh, that's a really cool way for the payoff to this character's story to be
completely null and void.
And then it was also like, well, I'm definitely not doing any of the extra shit in it, because like I just kind of like spedlined the story near the end, like just did enough to get to it. And I was like, I'm not going back and doing the rest of it because, just reasons. I don't want to spoil it for people.
Fair enough.
Like I said, if this was like a movie, I would be like, oh yeah, fucking awesome ending. But like as a game, it was like kind of like eh.
I can understand that. What works on the silver screen does not always work with video games.
And side story that, why are we making movie screens out of silver? That seems like a waste of precious elements. Like, why would we not like use something way cheaper?
Mike, you are the smartest dumb person that I know.
Side story that. Side story that ties into another main story that I'll get back to. What's been up, yo?
For those of you at home who have been watching and or listening,
the side story counter is now up to.
If you're keeping score and playing the Mike side story drinking game,
we're sorry.
You're probably laying on the floor and your liver is failing. Please get somebody to call 911 for you.
So
we are not liable here at Internet Scholars for you partaking in such tomfoolery. Anyway.
So, shit, now okay, now I remember where I was going. So, after the movie, which I'll talk about later in What's Been Up to You that I saw yesterday, you typically, you stand around bullshit for like 30 minutes because that's what friends do.
Yeah.
Unless you're part of the friends who's like, oh, sorry, I just gotta leave because fuck you. Which they didn't say, but it was like, okay, I guess most of you guys are leaving. Cause,
was that a special shout out to somebody you want?
Not anyone in particular, just that half of the group that was like, peace out.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you doing? Oh, I gotta work at 7 in the morning. That's not my fucking problem. So then after sit there talking, and Robert, was complaining about his money problems, and he was like, "Man, I gotta find out how to pay all this money," and I was like, "I just file bankruptcy. You can file bankruptcy on court fees and shit." He was like, "Yeah, but you need like so much money to be able to file bankruptcy on." I was like, "Well, then you're going about this the wrong way. Instead of trying to find the money to pay off the debt, you rack up enough debt, you can file bankruptcy on it for him."
I mean, go big or go home.
And,
if you're gonna do something, do it well.
And I was completely sober at this time. That was my great ideas I was coming up with. There was a sign in the parking lot that said bicycles, right? But like the way it was angled and shit, the L looked like it looked like there's two E's from the one angle, so it was like bicycles, right?
Bicycles.
And then the C's could also be like looked at as G's, and I was like, what if we're wrong the whole time? It's actually big YGs. And that was their reaction. They were like, "You're so dumb. You're so fucking dumb." That's what reminded me of it. So now you understand where that side story came from. That. So if we go back, I beat Far Cry 5.
Good stuff.
It was enjoyable. I would. I don't know, if you like the Far Cry games, give it a shot. It's a good like podcast game, but it's not. Just play through. The best parts are the story parts, and just play through for the story, and don't worry about all the other sides. Though the clutch Dixon missions are cool, where it's like you just gotta like drive courses and like do your wingsuit and shit, and like through obstacles. It's fun. But then I was gonna play, some cool PS4 games. Next game I was gonna play Shadow of the Colossus, right?
Yeah, you were gonna do that.
Here's where my power cord for my PlayStation's been sitting for the last 4 days.
Well, why did you leave it there?
You notice I picked it up off your floor.
Yeah.
Why did I leave it there? Fun fact. You see, on Tuesday when we pulled out the Elgato, I didn't pull out the Elgato from my bag. No. This guy did. This guy apparently pulled out my PlayStation 4 power cord at the same time.
Dude. I did not know it. If I had, I would have put it back, but I did not. Honest to God, I did not.
So then when I was packing shit up later, I didn't look for the PlayStation 4 power cord because I was like, I never took it out of my bag because I forgot Kingdom Hearts, so we can record it. So I assumed it was still in my bag, right? So then I get home and this guy's like, "Hey, your PS4 controller's here." And I was like, "That's 30 minutes too far, so I guess I'm not playing PS4 this week. Thanks, man." So instead, I started to play Prey. Prey, the Bethesda game that came out in 2016.
Yeah, 17. How was that?
I'm really enjoying it.
Really?
I'm only like 5 hours in. I'm only gonna do one playthrough though, because like the achievements for the game. I'm an achievement guy, but I mean the achievements for the game are just kind of like you have to do like 4 playthroughs to get them all.
Oh yeah.
It's like one of those where it's like, hey, do a playthrough using no abilities. Do a playthrough using only human abilities. Do a playthrough that's doing just because there's human abilities, and then there's like the mimic abilities that just I can't remember what they're called abilities, and then there's like find all the humans, kill all the humans, don't kill anyone, like a bunch of like playthroughs like that where like you can. The point is, I'm just gonna play through. I'm gonna get all the abilities I can. I'm just gonna have a good time. And then, I'm not gonna worry about doing all the achievements. But yeah, it's an enjoyable experience so far. It's really really cool.
Good.
It starts out not the way I would expect it to. I was like, oh, that's cool. Very sci-fi. Like, are you gonna play it? Yeah, you
probably not.
All right, so spoilers out of Prey. The beginning couple hours. It's like it starts off like, and you're like in this apartment, and you're going through, and you're like, something's off here, right? And then like the next day you wake up the same apartment, but shit's gone awry.
Mm-hmm.
You realize, oh, I'm in like a fucking like you're like think you're on Earth, and you're going to your first day at this job at the beginning, but then it turns out no, you're like on this space station. Like you've been here for months. Like you're like the lead on this project, but
were you just
in order to get these abilities, like every time you get rid of one of your abilities and give yourself a new one, like in the story of the canon so far, I haven't gotten to those kind of abilities, but you lose your memory up to that point. So like your brother or something that's also like ahead on the project, like gave you new abilities, so like your whole like memory got wiped, and like it's very cool stuff going on with that. It was like
Sounds like an interesting concept.
Yeah, I am enjoying it so far, and I would not have started to play it if it wasn't for not having my PS4. But then it's also another game I have to play through before I get to my GameFly games, and then it's gonna wind up being another 2 months where it's like, well, I paid like $30 to play this game that's only like $40. I could have just bought this, but it's whatever.
What can I say besides you're welcome, Mike?
You can say it like The Rock.
That's as close as you're gonna get. I don't have a good Rock impression. Like, have you
Well,
heard?
you don't need to say it like The Rock. You need to say it like The Rock and Moana.
Have you heard my my Christopher Walken impersonation?
I have. If you watch the beginning of the Human Fall Flat Part 3 Let's Play.
Oh really?
You do it.
You got that.
I left it in.
That's unfortunate.
Because it starts off where you're like, was my Christopher Walken really that bad? Yeah, it was really bad. And then you try to do another Christopher Walken, and it does not turn out like Christopher Walken.
I have fruit baskets I need to send people in because I am sorry.
But no, you've never seen Moana though.
Yeah, no, I've seen Moana.
Then why? Then you can you can at least sing the song if you want to say.
What can I say except you're welcome?
See, that's pretty good. That's
No,
a good Maui.
I really love Moana.
Moana is good. Again, if you like Moana, you like Princess of the Frog. Why have you not watched Tangled? Tangled is very good.
I don't know.
It's I mean, the music's not as memorable from it, but I really enjoy Rapunzel's character. It's really cool. She's self-sufficient. Does cool shit. Enjoyable.
Yeah.
She uses a frying pan as her main weapon. Put that in your hat in case we ever have to go on the movie trivia Schmodown.
Okay. Got it.
Not gonna ask what that is. You're just gonna guess.
No, I'm trying to figure out what this article is talking about. Why
the no yesin?
Somebody wants to replace the word no.
It's not a real article. It's a funny
with yesin.
It's kind of like
no. That's the Orlando Sentinel.
Yeah, but I mean, it's there was also that thing that came out where it was like, don't say goodbye, say hello. It was like hello, but with NT on it.
People are so dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, they are.
I really don't want to drive all the way to Curtis Hickson Park for the watch party on Monday.
Then don't.
Peer pressure, though.
You know what you could do instead?
Come home and watch it.
There you go. You figured it out.
That's almost definitely what I'm going to do because I don't want to have to work all day Monday and then drive across from St. Pete.
If it helps, you can just get drunk at home and then it'll just be like you're at the watch party.
Exactly.
What else? I just talked about Prey. Deadpool 2! Saw that shit.
Yeah?
It's funny.
How does it hold up? Were you right in your assumptions after the first trailer, or...
No, the first trailer, in fact, without getting into any spoilers, the fears I had from the first trailer are definitely non-existent.
Good.
For reasons that happened in the movie early on. It's like, oh shit.
I'm glad that it was a good experience then.
Yes, it was very enjoyable, I don't believe it was as funny as the first movie. I think the action scenes were better, and I think the overall story was better. I don't know if I'd say it's better than the first one yet. The first one, like I said, definitely at least on the first watch through was funnier and you know, it still had some cool stuff. But I think the second one is better in ways. Opinions on if it's better or worse depends on what you look for in your Deadpool movie.
Exactly. I'm sure that with the success of the first movie, the budget of the second movie was much more available than.
Yeah, the difference is that money probably went to Ryan Reynolds, who took like chains to play in the first one because he'd been wanting to get this movie made since before fucking X-Men Origins Wolverine came out. That's how long he'd been trying to work on an X-Men Deadpool movie.
Oh yeah, no, he's been trying to that since 2007, I think.
Like I said, it was before X-Men Origins Wolverine. He'd been trying to get one going, and he gets writing credits in this movie. So I think that's cool.
The budget for Deadpool was $58 million. So what was the budget for Deadpool 2? Double that. 100 is just under
That's
double
still
that.
relatively cheap.
110 million.
I can tell you exactly where that budget went, and I ain't gonna spoil it.
Cameos or
No.
special effects?
Yes.
Because that's what I was gonna say. I'm sure that this movie.
There is definitely there is.
Because let's be
There
real,
are spoilers.
the plot line for Deadpool 1 where he forgets his guns twice, I'm almost certain that was due to budgets not being able to be...
No, I think it was because it's like, hey, let's show them off using the fucking katanas because they're badass.
True story.
But yeah, I think White Thanos was pretty cool. White Thanos was pretty awesome. Metal Arm Thanos.
Oh, yeah. I was trying... Yeah.
Yeah, I like he plays the straight man, but he can also be funny at the same time.
That's good.
And I think Luck Girl was pretty cool.
Domino.
Yeah, that is Luck Girl. I thought she was really cool, actually. Like, I really liked her character.
How was Shatterstar?
I can't spoil things, Rob. I really can't spoil things.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to talk about any other new characters.
Okay.
Rob.
All right.
I'm not going to talk about any other new characters, because any other new characters, things I'd say about them will be spoilers. Don't want to spoil the movie. Nope, don't ask. Don't ask the question. Don't ask. You do not want me to spoil something.
You can't even give it just a one-word adjective descriptive about the quality of the characters?
I could, but that word would be a big spoiler. That word would be a huge spoiler for one of the awesome scenes in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can't talk about that. That is
fair enough.
I can't. I just can't. When you see the movie, you'll know exactly why.
Okay.
You'll know exactly why. Hopefully, no one's been able to put it together from that. Really liked it though. I really enjoyed the movie. I'm not sure if it's one of those I'm going to see again in theaters. I probably will because probably take my little sister to see it.
I'm gonna go.
But it's a very funny, cool movie. I saw it at GTX for the first time. First time I did GTX, which is basically like IMAX but not as big.
Yeah.
It's not like as because IMAX like all around you. GTX is just like a big screen in front of you.
I got you.
Good experience. Liked it. I served beer at the movie theater. Should have got one. Did not. Because it was one of those movies where I was like sitting out, I was like, no, I want to watch this whole movie, and if I get a drink, I'm going to piss halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm just going to sit through. I saw that trailer for the John Wick spinoff. Pretty cool, actually.
I didn't know anything about a John Wick spinoff.
Right, so it's about the hotel, but not that exact hotel, like a different hotel in a different city. Jodie Foster's running this one, right?
Hotel Artemis?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you seen the trailer for Hotel Artemis?
Yeah, it looks really good. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, you didn't know it was a John Wick spinoff?
I haven't seen either of the John Wicks yet.
Oh, you gotta see the John Wick.
No, I know. I need to just go buy it because it's one of those, like, I'll see that it's going to be on TV, forget about it, and then catch it midstream, like 45 minutes in, and I'm like, that's one that I really want to be able to sit down and watch the whole way through.
Yeah, John Wick 1 especially is really good, and then John Wick 2 has some cool elements. But no, the spinoff looks like the whole time, like, this is okay, it's okay. But Goldblum shows up. You're like, fuck yes. Did you see that meme that was going around? That was like they're like the Goldblum pops up once every 27 years to entertain us for a couple of years before going back into hiding.
Yes.
It's like, I'm glad that we're in the period of Goldblum being back before he returns to his hole for another.
It is a prosperous time of the movies, indeed.
Oh man, but yeah, because
everything's coming up gold.
I was like, oh man, this is cool. I mean, they're trying to get the gold, but then the main villain is a Goldblum walking over. Like, okay, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this in theaters. This is it. Yeah. And Sterling K. Brown is the guy that's in it.
I don't know about that. Batista's in it, isn't he?
Yeah, I was talking about the black dude, the like main assassin that steals at the beginning. Is that Sterling K. Brown?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I think it might have been.
That name doesn't ring a bell. What else has Sterling K. Brown been in?
He was in Black Panther. Did you see Black Panther yet?
No,
Yeah, he's in This Is Us. He's the black one on This Is Us. of the triplets.
Mm.
The other two are white.
How are they triplets then?
Boy, they call them the triplets because the mother was giving birth to 3 kids, but one of the kids died in childbirth.
Okay.
But then at the same time, in the hospital, there was a kid that was born that
the mother passed or something.
Yeah, he was like an orphan or something, so they adopted that kid.
I got you.
So they all have the same birthday.
No, I haven't seen This Is Us.
Neither have I. I just know the plot.
Oh.
He died from a fucking rotisserie maker thing, crockpot.
Yeah. I remember everybody going on about that.
Yeah, Deadpool 2, go see it. I may do a video similar to I did to God of War with it. Unless you're planning on seeing it by the end of this podcast, so we can talk about it.
I'm not going to see it by the end of the podcast. I'm probably going to see it sometime this week with my family because my dad really wants to go see it.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see. It depends on how editing goes. Like if I don't have something edited for Friday, guess what Friday's video is going to be? It's going to be Deadpool 2 review. I think I do good reviews. Pat myself on the back.
I didn't watch the God of War one, but it's because I don't know much about God of War. I think I briefly.
You know what would help with that?
Playing.
Watch the video.
Yeah, you're right.
18 minutes, unedited, just straight up me talking.
Boy.
I get it, like the game.
What do you want to get for lunch?
We're gonna talk about lunch.
There was
40 minutes into the podcast.
Listen, there was a bit
of which we've yet to get to the podcast.
There was a bit, and you just refused to go on it.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying. I know I saw you eat already, but I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you wanted some lunch.
Yeah, no, that was because I was doing a bit, and nothing to do with the fact that I'm actually hungry. I'm losing weight.
I didn't say you weren't. It doesn't mean that you don't like to eat.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I'm under 200. I can still eat. All right.
I'll be happy once I get
under 200.
You wouldn't recognize me if I was under 200, dude. I've been 200 since probably freshman year of high school.
I was over 200 freshman year of high school, I think.
It's been a while. That's what I'm trying to say.
So, that's what's been up, yo. That's what's been up.
Internet Scholars, where the intro takes 45 minutes to do.
The idea of what's been up, yo, was to always be a good, healthy segment.
Yeah.
It was like those first couple what's been up, yo, was just like, oh, I've been doing this, and this, and then you moved on. It was like, talk about that shit, Rob. We're not. Cool. Let me find something to vamp for a little bit, I guess. Which is good. I don't have a shit ton to talk about. So, first up, right?
Yeah.
If you notice, I don't have notes with me.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I could just open up enough tabs to where I can still read what every tab is and just talk about it. First up, we're going to talk about Call of Duty Black Ops 4, right?
You mean Call of Duty Black Ops I?
Donna. Yes, that one. So
they
had their reveal of the game this week.
Mm-hmm.
They revealed the multiplayer.
Yep.
I don't really know about it, so I didn't really look into it because it's Call of Duty multiplayer, but different, but the same.
I heard they were doing a big Fortnite-esque mode.
Yeah, that's different from the multiplayer mode. That's part of this story.
Okay.
You're cutting out the ropes right now. Cutting out the ropes. The strings that are holding me up, they're done. I'm a puppet. I just fell to the ground. It turns out Pinocchio was wrong this whole time. The strings wouldn't hold him down; they would hold him up. Because that's how fucking marionettes work. Pinocchio is an idiot.
I thought you were gonna dive into a Ultron reference.
Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
No.
When he's singing the song.
Yeah, but I mean, he didn't have any strings.
I was trying to identify that as lyrical, possibly. Anyway.
Yep, because he was the first character to sing that song.
I mean, the most recent.
Which isn't the first, though.
No.
Not even the most iconic.
Probably not.
Exactly. Okay, moving on. So they announced the multiplayer. They confirmed there's not going to be any single player because they're stupid. But they also revealed their zombies mode for this year.
Yeah.
Which I'll talk a little bit about. I got that story up. They showed 3 maps. Which is the one I want to talk about? Okay, there's the 9. I don't know what that is, right? There's Blood of the Dead. Don't know what that one is, right? But they're all like I kind of saw the trailers for each of them. They all like look unique and cool.
Mm-hmm.
But Voyage of Despair is the one I want to talk about because you're on the fucking like Titanic.
Really?
You're on the Titanic and zombies show up.
That sounds pretty dope.
Like there's like some machine, like something in like the middle. I was like, okay, the iceberg hit, and now all the other passengers, but you guys turned into zombies. So you got to deal with all these other zombie passengers while the ship's sinking. That's cool.
That is pretty cool.
That's cool.
I wonder how fast that happens, though.
I mean, based on Titanic, over the course of like 4 hours.
Okay, so probably not drastic.
Yeah, it's not gonna be like oh no, ship crash. It's like, the Titanic took a while to crash. They were able to get a lot of people off, women and children first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not the poor though.
No.
Not the poor. They're stuck in the basement or whatever. Except Jack, he got out of there.
Yeah.
But he doesn't make it either.
No, he doesn't.
Because Rose was like, no, this is my log. It's your own log.
This is my part of a door that could definitely hold 2 people on it and stay afloat.
There, yeah. There's a Deadpool 2 joke. Yeah. But yeah, so I thought that was a cool little fact about the zombie mode. Like, it gets me kind of excited, but also, like, I'm not the biggest zombie person. Like, zombie, there's a game type specifically, I'm fine with, like, zombies. Shaun of the Dead, love it.
I was good with zombies right up until they killed the storyline in Black Ops 2. Still salty about that.
Yeah, you and I think 4 other people cared about that.
I am still much upset about it.
Then everyone else was like, wait, there was a story in zombies? And you're like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. And you went on this long tirade. It was like, if you looked at all the small little side details, every map, if you put these letters together, like, it clearly spells out the story. And then, like, but it's just a fun horde type mode.
The zombies from World War II was really fun. I enjoyed that.
That was the first use of zombies.
No. The newest Call of the World War II.
Oh, I thought you were talking about World at War.
Yeah, no. Well, World War
OG. World War II. Since why I thought.
No, I understand. Yeah, I understand. But the zombies in the most recent World War II Call of Duty game was really fun. I enjoyed it. They took away the ability to board up windows, though.
But how do I get those easy 500 points?
That's what I'm saying.
That was the whole deal. It was like you stab them at the beginning, you put up the board. It was like you let them tear down the boards, you break the doors, and it was like boom, cash boost at the beginning of the rounds.
Exactly. Now they've got starting classes and stuff too. I don't know if that was new to this game, but
well, I mean, World War II also was not Treyarch zombies. Where this is going to be Treyarch zombies.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why, because they were doing their own spin. Because didn't like even Advanced War have like Echo zombies or something?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Basically, Activision was like, I know you wanted to have a different modes and shit, but now everyone thinks it's zombies now because people care about it. Get rid of your single players, add zombies.
Yeah.
And also add a Battle Royale type mode. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, why? I know I was, but surprisingly, hearing about this Battle Royale, I mean, I'm kind of excited.
How many players?
It's going to be 100 players, I believe.
Really?
You can play in either squads or solos. I'm not sure about duos. I think they just confirmed squads and solos.
No, as long as you can squad.
Battle Royale style solos or in teams. So teams, I guess, could refer to teams or
duos.
Or duos, yeah.
Yeah.
They're undecided on the number of players. That's what they said. But no, what's cool about this is that it's going to feature elements from all the other like Black Ops games. Like the big map they made, which is called Blackout, name of the map.
I believe that's what I saw, yeah.
Where's Blackout. But it's going to include, like, it's going to have parts of other maps from other games, like, combined. So, there'll be, like, a little, like, Nuketown section.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Which I'm pumped about.
Yeah.
There'll be, like, other maps that I can't think of, but I would remember from playing the Black Ops games.
All of the different versions of Nuketown.
Is what, there's, like, 4 different versions?
I think so, yeah.
There's original Nuketown, there's Nuketown 2049, there was
Zombies Nuketown.
Zombies Nuketown, and then there's like a story mission Nuketown.
Yeah.
So all those, but yeah, it's going to have the different characters. You place different characters from the game.
Oh, 5. Indiana Jones Nuketown.
Hide in the fridge and you'll be safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like it's gonna have all the different weapons from all the different Call of Duty game, the Black Ops games, the different weapons, the different characters.
That'll be pretty sweet.
Who's the main guy from the first Black Ops? The one that you see everywhere, but he died in the beginning. But that guy.
God, it's been a while.
Yeah, but it's cool. It just all the different
the
characters.
Russian guy. Yeah.
We're thinking the same guy. I mean, for what it's worth, I mean, Call of Duty always has solid gameplay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know the shooting's going to be better than the shooting in Fortnite and PUBG. Because, I mean, it's Call of Duty. I mean, if we can even get 50 players and you're able to use weapons and use the other maps from other Call of Duty games, I think this would be cool.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a cool thing to have.
I'd say anywhere north of 40. North of 30 even would be good.
I mean, if you're gonna have more than 40, you might as well get to 50.
Yeah.
Why give up there? You're like, yeah, I'm done.
We got 47 people. 47.
We have 98 players. But yeah, so I went from not caring at all about this Battle Royale style mode to actually kind of hyped. I've never played Fortnite, so I've just not been interested. Wanted to check out that Thanos mode, but not enough to actually download it. And I played a little bit of PUBG. I enjoyed it.
I like the style of Fortnite, but I don't like the whole building aspect of it.
Oh, you mean the whole gimmick of Fortnite?
Yeah. That's what I like, the graphical style.
I like the idea of the Avengers. I just don't like all the superhero shit. They can just cut that out.
The map is nicer on Fortnite than on PUBG.
Have you played every PUBG map? There's 3 now. Or at least 2. There's a second one. I think there's 3.
I think I've played 2.
Did you play Mimir? That's the newest one.
The desert one?
No, that's the main one. It's like a...
No. The main one had trees and forests.
And then yes, the desert one?
Yeah.
I don't know enough, but I played PUBG when there's one map, right?
I played it twice. Maybe 3 times.
I enjoy it better. I think the controls are better than Fortnite.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it can be done well. Do I wish there was a single player campaign? Yeah. Am I gonna buy this game? No, because I'm boycotting it because they don't have a single player. But if someone has the game and I'm over at their place and they're like, hey, play the Battle Royale mode, I'd be like, fuck yeah. I'll even make content in it, but I'm not paying for that. And I'll make clear on that in the video. I'll be like, hey, Activision, fuck you, you're not getting my money. Here's me playing the game.
Not for a $60 price tag. Not for a $60 price tag.
Yeah, I mean, there's studies that came out just recently. It was True Achievements. The site collected a bunch of data and the percentage of people that started the campaign for a shooter, the amount of people that buy it was less than 50%. That started. That's not even talking about the people that beat it, but that started this. There was a. Even Destiny 2, Destiny 1, there's an achievement, you get 60 minutes into the game or whatever. Less than half the people that played the game got that achievement. Actually, I think it was 30% that really got. So, I mean, a lot of people don't care about the single player. So, it's still going to sell well. But
for Destiny 1?
Yeah, Destiny 1.
Huh.
And then, even the Arkham games, the percentage of people that beat the game was right around 50. It's people that started Arkham didn't finish it. It's but that's just a single player game. It's very disheartening, but them's the numbers. Roll picture. Next up, there's a Kingdom Hearts 3 event that happened on Thursday and Friday. People got to play Kingdom Hearts 3. It's real, Rob. It's a real game. It's coming out, man.
I'm going to need a week off for a dislocated shoulder.
Where's your enthusiasm, man? Aren't you excited? Kingdom Hearts 3 is real.
I'm excited.
Real thing is happening.
How close are they to a finished product?
Well, the release date, they announced this month that it's coming out next month.
Really?
Which basically means that the release date's coming out next month.
Oh.
Which means E3, we're getting that release date. And that's
Okay.
Square Enix press conference.
All right.
They had, I believe, Because in the event they had 2 different playable sections. They had Olympus, which was basically like a 20-minute demo, like show off like a cool boss fight.
Yeah.
Then they had like 2 hours in the Toy Story world.
Really?
So it's pretty complete, at least on that aspect. I know in the past when they worked on Kingdom Hearts games, the way it worked is they would like work on each world one at a time. So I don't really know how they're developing it this time, but at least those slices of the game are complete. So they're still saying they're going to hit 2018. So close. Yeah, they showed off a lot of. Like I said, there's I have a video up here. There's 20 minutes of them playing in Toy Story. But I mean, like they play so a lot of renders and video and stuff of the 2 segments of Olympus and Toy Story Land are out there. There's cool information. Like you can switch between Keyblades on the fly now.
Oh, that's cool.
Like each Keyblade has a different thing it transforms into. Like you can do yo-yos. Like the Monsters Inc. one becomes yo-yos you can swing around, and the Toys R one becomes a hammer and then drill. So it's shot lock and stuff back like that. They also revealed Wreck-It Ralph is in the game as a summon.
Do you think there's a Wreck-It Ralph world?
No, I believe the way you get him is his game stations is in the toy store in the Toy Store world. Oh,
the pizza place.
No,
pizza
there's you go the plot of the Toy Store world is that Ham has been captured by young Xehanort and took him to this 3-story toy store.
So
that's where the game takes.
So something after Toy Story 3.
I don't know if it's after. No, because they were in Andy's room, so it's got to be before Toy Story 3.
Okay.
But after Toy Story 2, somewhere in that time frame. But
Xehanort was a name that did not.
Yeah, it's fine. You'll get there.
Register with me. That's why.
Notice I said young Xehanort.
Yeah.
Young Xehanort. There's more than one Xehanort. There's many a Xehanort. Old man Xehanort. Otherwise known as Master Xehanort.
50 Shades of Xehanort.
There's funny you should mention that.
Whoa.
Terra Xehanort. There's other Xehanorts. That would be spoilers if I said that they were Xehanorts.
You know what's funny? Before we started doing this podcast, before you got here, I was watching the clip from whatever episode it was where you were trying to name 10 hockey teams. It's very reminiscent of that.
I could name 10 Xehanorts, though. Much easier than 10 hockey teams.
The Texas Rangers are a hockey team, right?
Were they?
No.
No, they're the baseball team.
Yeah.
But there are Rangers. See, it's very confusing.
Yeah, there are Rangers.
Okay.
Where are the Rangers from, Mike?
I don't remember. New Jersey or some shit like that?
No.
New York?
There you go.
Yeah, because you said the fucking Bills were from...
I was hoping
they play the same place the Bills are. I was like the Bills playing Buffalo, dumbass.
Buffalo Sabres. It's a New York team. I got confused.
But yeah, so Wreck-It Ralph is a cool summon, he builds Lego bricks that you can use.
Good to know John C. Reilly's still doing work.
I doubt he's the voice in it. I know they didn't get Tom Hanks to do Woody.
What? Blasphemy.
I mean, Tom Hanks' brother does most of the voices for Woody in anything that's not the movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
That's the whole thing. Yeah, but a lot of cool. You can go read people's impressions. You can go read interviews that Nomura and the other guy did. But yeah, it's a real game. It's coming, man.
Good stuff.
Coming.
Good stuff.
Excited. We're almost done with my news here. Next up, Batwoman.
Mm-hmm.
Heard of her before?
Yeah.
She's the lesbian cousin. I want to say they're cousins to Bruce.
Yeah, you know I stay up on DC Comic about this much.
Casey Kane. Is that her name? That was just a name I pulled out of my ass, but I think that might be Batwoman.
It's a NASCAR driver.
Is it? That
Yeah.
could be why. I feel like Kane's the last name. I'm going to do Batwoman Kane, and I'll still give myself half credit. Oh, it pops up as one of the things. What is her name?
Catherine.
Which can be short. Casey could be short for Catherine in some scenarios, so I'm giving myself 100% full credit.
I've never heard anybody abbreviate Catherine Casey. Katie.
Yeah, but also Casey.
Kate.
You actually, Casey Kane, his real name is Catherine. You don't know. You
I
can't
am
100%.
I am 100% certain that Casey Kane's first name is not Catherine.
And you probably would have told me before that episode of Family Guy that there's 100% no way that Meg's real name is Megatron.
No, I could see that 100% because I know.
You would not. You would be like, nah, come on, man.
No.
Even Seth MacFarlane wouldn't make that joke. No, he didn't. They did make that joke.
Yes, he did.
That oh man, I saw something similar to that on Facebook. I don't remember what it was, but it was very funny. Where it'd be like, oh, you named your kid this, but then you always call him this, and then when people say, oh, is that short for this? They have to be like, no, it's short for whatever stupid word that you said it was. And I just thought it was funny to remind me of that. But yeah, 100% credit for that. So yeah, Batwoman though is going to be on the Arrowverse.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, she is, and Gotham's going to be there. So it's like they're finally like, hey, Batman's a thing. DC was finally like, fuck it, we don't know what we're doing. Do whatever the fuck you want. I mean, I know before we made you kill off your Suicide Squad, you can't really use Deathstroke because we don't know what we were like, no, Suicide Squad, that's going to be big. Even though there is going to be 3 Harley Quinn spinoffs and a Suicide Squad sequel, but that's besides the point. There's also a Deathstroke or a Deadshot movie being worked on at one point.
3 Joker origin movies.
No, 1 Joker origin movie. There's also Joker and Harley Quinn, then there was the Birds of Prey, and then a Harley Quinn standalone, Rob. It's very simple. Easy to follow. DC Universe Extended.
Makes me want to smoke.
I thought that was the cancer. Makes me want to smoke.
No, it's
the
just...
addiction to methanol?
No.
Alright. Yeah, so she's going to be in the Arrowverse. That's cool, unique. I want to see what they're doing with that. But there's something I don't want to see at all, Rob. Let me pitch this for you. I know you know what it is, but we're going to pitch this for the fans.
This is what's giving me the
cancer. So before Deadpool 2, there was a trailer for a little movie, right? A movie about the movies. Called Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
Why can't this just go away?
And the trailer is really funny. Alright, Teen Titans Go to the Movie is going to be a funny movie. I may even go to the movies to see it. The audience laughed. We all hated ourselves for laughing, but we laughed. And we're going to go see it. It's going to be funny. But the show it's based off of, Teen Titans Go.
Garbage.
It sucks, man.
Save maybe 2 episodes.
It sucks. Completely. I mean, I haven't seen enough. Apparently, you're watching it all the goddamn time because you hate yourself.
I mean, this is.
I see it in the background every once in a while when I go to sleep watching Adult Swim in the morning. It's on, but like I don't pay attention. I can't really tell you, but it's a not good show. But Teen Titans, awesome show. Now Teen Titans, there was a show that was like it that came out in 2011.
Mm-hmm.
Called Thundercats.
Yep.
Which was a remake of an 80s show, which is awesome. I love the 80s Thundercats.
So good.
And the 2011 show, very different, but also very good. It was like a modernized take.
I feel like it gave me very much vibes almost of like
Avatar.
Exactly. Yeah.
It was like it was more. I don't know how to. Because, like, I guess 80s Thundercats much more serialized. Like, it was like you can just watch the episode and just is that that's the word I want to use, right?
I think so.
No, proceduralized. That's the opposite. It was proceduralized where, like, you could just watch the episode and it was one-off, but action was cool, the overall stories were cool.
Yeah.
2011 one's much more linear, much more serialized, where you have to watch episode to episode.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. People didn't watch it. It only lasted 2 seasons.
Unfortunately, I thought it was great.
Awesome, right?
Oh yeah.
And I would compare it the 2011 very similar to Teen Titans.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, the creators of Teen Titans Go were like, hey, we took that Teen Titans show that 90s kids loved. There's a 90s show there's a 90s kids show because in 2011 Teen Titans get the Thundercats 2011 was basically watched by 90s kids. They're like, hey, they like this. They'll like this Thundercats thing. Why don't we do the same thing we do with Teen Titans but with Thundercats?
And shit on it.
And in comes Thundercats Roar. Thundercats Roar. It's Teen Titans Go with Thundercats. But don't worry, they said, hey,
spreading to my brain.
Hey, we know we need to have cool action on this, so we're gonna focus on the action. But it looks just like Teen Titans Go.
The cancer is in my brain.
Yeah, I'm very upset by this. They went too far this time. I mean, Teen Titans was great, right?
But
I mean, comics are different. Comics can be. We had fucking 60s camp Batman. All right, so when they make Teen Titans Go, I'm not as offended that a Teen Titans Go show is like, okay, we're lampooning superheroes. That's cool.
Yeah.
But you're gonna take fucking Thundercats.
This
80s classic.
This is why we can't have nice things.
An 80s classic Network. That we redid and made it still awesome in a different way.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Just look up one image for the show and just never watch it. If no one watched it, if you see your kids watching it, you punch the kid in the face.
Basically looks
then
like...
Then turn the channel, but first punch the kids in the face.
Steven Universe and Uncle Grandpa buttfuck Thundercats. It's not okay.
They done fucked up, Ron.
This is why we can't have nice things. There is no amount of anything you can do for us. There is nothing you can do to make this okay, Cartoon Network. Not even the new season of Metalocalypse can undo this clusterfuck.
So I know you want to seriously tear this apart. But side story. So there's a couple leaps here, but my brain's weird. So I said they done fucked up Ron, obviously referring to
Ron,
the
Key and
famous
Peele skit.
Key and Peele skit. I love that skit.
Yeah, so
if we need to start calling Aaron Ron.
Ron.
But I saw a meme to tie this back into something else that you were pissed about before the show. The Yanny / Laurel situation. But Key or Peele, whichever one was Keegan-Michael Key, right?
Keegan-Michael Key
was he's playing the substitute teacher, which they were making a spin-off movie for. Are they still doing that?
At
one point they were making a movie for it.
I know they're working on some project together, but it's kind of under wraps. I don't know.
So, as you remember, he would call people the blackified version of names.
Yeah,
we'll call that.
That's probably super un-okay, but sure, you said it.
I mean, is it not like an accurate description of what they were going on here?
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
Because you if it was wrong, you would just call me out on that shit. But you're like, I mean, he's not wrong. So
I had a word.
That's probably worse. That's the problem. Is you're like, it's the word I use worse. That's why I chose the word I did. So I could think of other words. I was like, yeah, but that just seems wrong too. That's just too much of a generalization. But that kind of mess up the name and then be like, that's not my name. Be like, no, fuck you. That's how you say your name. I can read this. I can clearly tell. Balake. Balake.
Balake.
I did call Blake that for a while. And so he's yelling at the kid. He's like, is there a Yanny here? It's Laurel. You done messed up, Yanny. Like, that is the one good... Like, there are several memes I've seen that are funny like that. So it's like the one good thing coming out of Yanny.
I saw one that was like, guy having sex. It was just a text where it was just guy having sex. Oh, God.
Oh, my God, Laurel.
It feels like
Who the fuck is Yanny?
Who the fuck is Yanny? So that was good, but yeah.
Memes are funny.
So stupid.
And you know what's not going to be funny? The humor they try to pull off with Thundercats Roar. So, now is the time where Rob plays this game. Now is the time where Rob plays
hold
this
on.
game.
I'm gonna get another segment.
After he does this other segment that he had already planned, which is why it's part of the song we were incorporating that we came up with before. It doesn't seem like it was, but this is all pre-planned, yo.
You nailed that perfectly, just like we rehearsed it.
I know, right?
So we have a special coverage segment of the royal wedding that just took place in across the pond Landia. It happened. Moving on.
No, we gotta sit back and talk about it. I mean, just the bond between Leia and Han cannot be broken. I mean, it's clear that they are going to They're going to have a
Shrek.
long, loving marriage. Their kids are going to come out fine. They're not going to turn evil Sith. I can just tell that Ben's going to be a good kid.
Shrek and Fiona are going to usher in a entirely new era of peace in, oh God, what was it?
The land of far, far away.
Land of far, far away.
You went to Universal no more, you would know that.
So now it's time for...
But no, in reality, we would care about the royal wedding, but 1776, all we're saying.
Side
story. So, like my friend that posted a meme similar to that was where I got the 1776 joke. Like, after that, I typed America, right? Hashtag America, as one does. But I forgot the R.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, you can't even spell it. So then I replied, Alexander Hamilton died for my rights to spell America. I just thought that was funny, so I shared it now.
So
Rob's game!
It's time for We're Still Not Going to Take It After All These Years.
No, we're not going to take it after all these years. No, we're not going to take it after all these years anymore. Da-na, da-na, da-na.
We're
not
looking
to take it after all these years.
for
no.
the
We're not going to take it after all these years. No.
fake article this week. I feel like I need to switch it up and do a true article next week, but
I mean, you can do what you want, man. That's your game.
That's a problem from Rob. Next week, Rob. All right, so
unless someone's a little bitch and like, oh, my mouth hurts.
Listen, I'm not looking forward to having 4
No, it will be very painful and I'm giving you shit, but
yeah,
I completely understand. Heads up, we may miss next week's podcast.
Even better yet, we're just gonna do a full podcast with me just talking through a mouthful of cotton.
This week's guest, the parents for Peanuts.
Alright, so we're just gonna dive off into it. Mother renames son after tattooist makes spelling error.
Now, was this the mother of a child, or are we talking about Mother Russia?
I'm talking about
Mother Russia being the
about
child?
the mother of a child. Is that all the discourse you have on that article?
That's all the information I need.
Okay. Oscar Mayer introduces new Wiener mobility scooter.
Now, is this the same Oscar Mayer that has a way with B-O-L-O-N-G-A?
B-O-L-O-G-N-A, and yes. Worrying trend of middle-class women eating MDA wrapped in brie. Brie cheese.
What?
Worrying trend of middle-class women eating MDMA wrapped in brie. I believe MDMA is ecstasy.
Okay. That was the thing where I was like, what?
I will double-check that for clarification before you make your decision, because I'm sure that could have a...
See, at first I thought you said
yes.
MDA, and I was like, why are they, like, eating degrees?
MDMA is, in fact, ecstasy.
Okay, I have a second question about that.
What?
Where can I find some MDMA?
Later. That's a question for later.
Alright, so, you're going to have to say those all again. Because I was totally paying attention.
Mother renames son after tattoo artist makes spelling error.
Okay, that has to be fake.
Oscar Mayer introduces new Wiener mobility scooter.
I'd believe it.
Worrying trend of middle class women eating MDMA wrapped in brie.
That's something I believe, but could also make a very funny Onion article. I'm going to say the fake article is the one about the ecstasy.
You have definitely hit a low point in this game. I think it's been, 3 weeks since you got one?
Like 2? I mean, really, it's only been like...
Look at this picture. This clearly photoshopped onion picture.
Well, yeah, if you would have showed me that picture... But did you show me the picture, Rob?
No, I'm just...
I mean, side story here.
Can we get a shot of that? Can we get a shot of that?
And here's where I focus zoom in.
Yeah, get a shot of that on yeah, I know, it's not going to happen.
But, I mean, side story on that, did you see that Microsoft released adaptable controllers for, like, people with disabilities?
No.
Like, there's a new controller that came out that, like, it can be reprogrammed, so, like, you know, people with one arm, people that have to use their mouth, like, it's a very cool and nice thing that Microsoft did to help them out.
It's really cool if it's like open source or whatever, and they can really.
Yeah, I think you just like plug directly into the controller and then revamp it. So
I got you.
it's cool. Is this the? It's like the gray drug is what they're calling it.
I don't know about that.
I saw some story where it was like gray drug can kill you after one hit.
No, that's...
And then someone was like, "Is this a warning or an ad?"
No, that's like something heavy. I forget the name of it, but no, this is just 45 to 55-year-old women in London are wrapping ecstasy in brie and eating that shit.
Yeah, but look on the bright side. Middle age is considered 45 to 55 now. That means we're young till 45.
Our friend had been given a gram of MDMA by her daughter, and we had no idea how to take it. As though some of us had taken coke before, we had not taken MDMA. So they improvised.
So is the problem with this situation that they're wasting good cheese, or I'm trying to find the problem?
How are any of them going to enjoy the royal wedding when they're all tripping on X?
I think that's the only way they could enjoy it.
I know that's the only way I could enjoy it. Other than that...
As they say, X, gonna give it to you. Gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you.
One Swedish mother fell victim to an embarrassing typo after a tattooist misspelled her son Kevin's name as Kelvin.
I mean...
That's not even a misspelling. That you shoved an extra letter in there.
Yeah, but maybe the tattoo artist was like, you know what? Kevin is a bitch-ass name, alright? If I had this L here, I bet I could get your mom to change your name. And you know what? Kelvin? Much more unique and not a bitch-ass name.
The kid paid off the tattoo artist. He was like, listen, Kevin...
Yo, slip an L in there. Don't care where.
Put an L. Surprise me.
Clevin, Kelvin.
He's just standing at the tattoo. Yeah, I'd like to get one L, please. Like he's buying a vowel on Wheel of Fortune.
Is there an L in there? There is now.
There is now.
The fun fact was that kid was a clue on Wheel of Fortune, and they had to, halfway through the game, had to change it and add an extra space for the L. We actually have to reimburse Pob with the $500. There is an L now. There is an L. That's your game. It's fun.
That's it. That's all I got.
Which only leaves us for one segment left.
Mm-hmm.
The segment where I beat around the bush on a subject that's really stupid until you guess it.
Oh, okay.
But first I need to cover a story that when I read this I was like, okay, yeah, I found that this week's article. It's not going to be this week's article, so I'm just going to cover this real quick. So,
are the two things related?
No, not even close.
Oh, okay.
Very different. Very different. The first entry, which didn't make it, is coming to us from DC Comics. You know? They get a pass this week.
A mainstay.
They get a pass this week because they didn't make it. But as you may or may not know, the current storyline going on in the Batman comics, the actual Batman title, is Booster Gold's like, hey, what do I get Batman for his birthday? Oh, I'm gonna fucking It's a Wonderful Life, and show him, hey, look how bad the world would be if you weren't Batman. Like, so he did that, and it caused a bunch of shenanigans. He's trapped in this universe. But he's like, okay, I got to get out, right? So to get out of here, I need to stop myself from stopping Batman's parents' murder. In doing so, Booster Gold, obviously, I would draw this out longer for comedic effect if we were to do this before, but he basically caused Thomas Wayne to take his family down a certain alleyway where they got killed. So what we're saying now is that Booster Gold is responsible for Batman's parents' death. That's how Batman's parents died. It wasn't random. It was because Booster Gold scared him down that alleyway.
What's going on with that one character they introduced as the real reason of the destruction of Krypton? Anything intelligent with IQ on that front? No? Okay. Moving on.
That was your story. You gotta follow it up. I follow up my stories.
You're the one who broke that story a couple weeks ago.
No, that was you. That was you
right.
from your week when I didn't have something. I was like, I don't got something this week, and you're like, mayhaps think I have some.
Pocket sand.
But no, now we're getting into something dumber.
How did we get dumber than that?
Okay, so...
Oh, is this political?
No, it's not political.
Oh, okay.
Why, did anything in politics have you want to bring up?
There is
almost making the cut for dumbest thing.
There is a Republican House of Representatives member, I believe. I think I have it saved right here because I don't. Who has said that we all need to stop faking global warming because the oceans are rising because clearly rocks fall into the ocean.
Well, you see.
That's it. That's it.
You see, the ocean is much like the Tomb Raider, and by September, it's going to rise. You see, Rob, September's Tomb Raider game is called Rise of the Tomb Raider.
Future.
It's much like the second Planet of the Apes film. Let's rise.
Photosynthesis.
Okay, so in this non-political story here, I gotta see how I want to. Okay, so video games, right?
Video games.
We enjoy them.
Yep.
We enjoy video games.
I believe we're trying to make a channel around our enjoyment of video games and other people's.
It's not just video games.
Enjoyment of watching us play video games.
Reviews and shit going here.
Yeah, no, we're multifaceted. I mean,
we basically have a weekly running comic section of the podcast. Yeah, we're not just video games. We enjoy them. They're good. They're cool.
Yeah.
We talked about some video games today.
Yeah.
What video games we talked about today, Rob?
Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts, awesome.
Hyrule Warriors.
Hyrule Warriors, yeah, that's gonna be fun. We're gonna make some content on that.
Human Fall Flat.
I mean, we more talked about the torture of the video. I don't know about the game itself.
Is that all?
No, there's still more. I'm still waiting.
Forgetting for one.
Forgetting more than one, actually, but you can do this, Rob.
Oh God, what else did we talk about?
Extremely popular series.
Fortnite.
Not the one I'm looking for.
PUBG.
Series.
Call of Duty.
There you go. Okay, so
I know where this is going.
Call of Duty, very
I know where this is going.
Very popular game, right?
Yep.
There's other type of games besides console games, though, right?
Yep.
There's also games you can play on your phone.
Yep.
What's a big game you can play on your phone, Rob?
Candy Crush.
Why, yes, Rob. Candy Crush is a said game. Now, if you wanted to combine those two games, right? If you wanted to get
what two games, Mike? Spell it out for the people back home.
Call of Duty and a mobile game, right?
Yeah.
Like if I wanted to make a mobile Call of Duty game to combine the awesomeness of mobile with Call of Duty, what would be your first pick? I mean, it would definitely be like the team that ported Fortnite, right?
No, it would be the team owned by Activision that made Candy Crush.
Are you telling me that King, the developers of Candy Crush,
yep,
are making a mobile Call of Duty game?
Yep, that's what we're talking about, Mike.
That's so stupid.
That is so stupid.
That's just I don't even know how to get it.
I didn't even bother reading the article. Is it a shooter? Or are you like matching bullets, grenades, and severed body parts on a grid?
I hope it's that.
I got 3 juggernauts.
Well, they need a level designer, so we know there's going to be levels. That's all we know. We know that it's going to be levels.
It's going to be a rail shooter in which, like, you know those stupid matching games where it's like the WWE wrestling match or the Dragon Ball Z fight? It's going to be like that, only like rail shooting in Call of Duty.
I can see it. But yeah, that is
pretty dumb.
That's the dumbest thing I've heard in a while. Because, like, I thought the whole booster gold thing, I was like, that's pretty dumb. That's good. That's it. Like, I saw it, I think, Wednesday, right? And then Thursday comes around, I just read the headline, I was like, nope! Nope, that is what's on there. And that was, like, the first 2 things on my list was Booster Gold killing Batman's parents, and then this, and I was like, well, at least I'll have a lot of dumb shit to talk about.
Some mornings you wake up and it's Christmas, Mike. Some mornings you wake up and it's Christmas.
I mean, I feel like it was definitely a Christmas feeling. It was like... Because, do I care? No. It's just so stupid.
Nope.
Oh, that's all I got.
Oh, that just reminded me. I got a new phone. I can put the Nintendo games on my phone now. Because I have more space.
Yeah, you know what else you can put on there?
What?
The Nintendo mobile app for you to voice chat with other players on your Nintendo Switch. Don't worry. Yes, you will have to pay for it by September.
You own one too. This isn't like the Wii Call of Duty thing. You own a Switch too.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going. If I'm gonna, this is more making fun of the Switch. But if you want to make this about you, if you want to take on, if you want to take the Switch on your back and defend the fucking mobile app, be my fucking guest.
I will fucking not. That is like the one major fault I have with the Switch.
I mean, there's more problems than that, but.
Yeah, I mean, some of it's understandable though.
Like having to wait 6 months for ports of games that are on other systems already.
Is that Nintendo's fault or is that the game producer's fault?
I feel it's the Switch's fault for being
different,
not as powerful.
Do you think it's a power thing or do you think it's?
I think it's a straight up power thing. Yeah.
Because I wonder if it's.
I mean, because like Doom, I hear it's okay like on the Switch.
I heard it's pretty good.
But I mean, it also like is nowhere near at the frame rate and like resolution of it on consoles. It's a power thing.
See, I don't see,
and especially once we get to the big 4K leap and whatever is gonna be whatever Xbox 2 and PS5 is, whatever those are gonna be called, being, then it's gonna be a major leap.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Nintendo.
But I think a big thing is the power.
I'm hoping that Nintendo uses this as a good jumping off point to catch up because they've got a good concept. They don't need to innovate.
Well, I think what they really need is to be able to make some games that would only run like when you're in the dock, and then make a dock that can like boost up the power. Like, I mean, the cool thing about the Switch, hey, you take any game anywhere, right? But I mean, if you want the Switch to be your main console, which I don't know how you're functioning like that, that's just crazy to me. Because
I got the PC.
Yeah, I guess
I have a laptop, so I still have.
Yeah, if to make it be your like, because there's going to be some games that aren't going to be able to run on Switch. So I think if we had a dock, that'd be like, hey, you can't really play this not in the dock, but you just be able to have extra processing power in the dock itself and be able to have like a not 4K, but I mean like a really pretty run powerful game, like whatever. Not the next Doom, but let's say like whatever Doom 3 winds up being on its PS5 consoles, like have that be able to run on Switch, like, or you know I'm gonna have to fork up $300 every 3 years when the Switch's like, hey, here's a new design, which is gonna be the reality we're gonna live in because communism is great.
I'm thinking we've got one more Nintendo release before they go to, like you're saying, more of a. Less of a new console every year, more of a, hey, here's the, I don't want to say booster, upgrade for it, you know what I mean?
I could definitely see them just coming out with a new Switch as well. Like, hey, here's the booster if you want to keep your old Switch, but here's a Switch XL, which has more processing in itself, so you can take that game on the go too.
I don't know. It'll be.
Just remember, you're talking about the company that has that had a 3DS whose next system was a 2DS, which is the 3DS without 3D.
Well, they did that because the 3D was fucking up people's vision.
No, they did that because it was cheaper and they could make more money.
I don't know. I heard a lot of people complaining about eyesight problems after playing
but the
with
2DS came out like years after the 3DS, so it wasn't like it was like, oh no, what are we gonna do? It was like, okay, here's a 2DS for kids, which was the big stupid tablet one. And it was like, we don't want to make 3D anymore, so here's a 2DS that looks just like your 3DS, but it's not 3D. Like the 2DS, the clamshell, I guess you can call it, the 2DS that's like a 3DS that came out after like the 3DS XL came out. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you're talking about a company that had the Game Boy Color, the Game Boy, like the Mini. Well, no, I was going for, and then they had, the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy SP, which were the same system, and so I mean,
there's going to be another version of Switch that comes out. Will it be a powered up mode? Will it be an only portable mode? Well, we don't know. But I mean, they're going to have other versions out there.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's all we got with Internet Scholars. We just about hit 130.
Just about.
Yeah, we're at 129, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Yeah, you get the idea.
Yeah.
So please like, share, subscribe, and all the whatnots, and the yada yadas, and the Houdinis.
Rob signing off.
No, that was my silence.
Oh.